Okay, here's the AKG C3000B. You can see that down there. But you know the mic if you've got one of these. And this one took a fall from the top of a mic stand down to a carpeted ground, fortunately, but it took a fall and stopped. Uh, it took quite a bit of gain to get it to make any sound, to receive any sound. And so I thought, well, we'll take it apart and see what's going on. And it turns out it's pretty simple. There's two screws, and they've got a special head on them, but a standard screwdriver will work on them. Now here's this. There it is. The special head on them. It looks like there's a little star thing in the middle, and then but a standard screwdriver of smaller size did the trick. Was they're in there pretty snug, but I was able to get them out of here without a problem. And once you've done that, this just pops right off, no problem. And then you've got the diaphragm here. And, oh, that's neat. Got a little mirror reflection in there. Of course, the back is not where any sound would be reflected or received. And anyway, and the great thing is this pops off real nice. There's a couple of leads that go into several pin, I don't know, with the light the way it is, if you can see, there you go, you can probably see it that way. Several pin female here. Well, it's got, there's a pin here and here that go into the outer two. Yeah, so it's quite easy to put back on. And of course, when you put it on, there's the AKG logo and nothing on the back. So you want to put it on, put it back this way. Well, okay, so I haven't discovered the problem yet. Well, it's kind of neat because this diaphragm is on a rubber, on a shock mount on it of its own. And when I moved that around a little bit, I saw that the two wires, one of them was disconnected. And so that's going to be an easy soldering fix, I expect, I hope. Let's see if I can make that show here. So, yeah, you can see it right there. It's supposed to be connecting to this little black wire here, and it's disconnected. The other one's connected, the other one's staying on there. So when it took the shock of the fall, yeah, it's a solder connection, if you can see it here. So it's going to be a delicate operation, a little bit anyway, to get in there and reconnect this little tiny black wire to the lead from the diaphragm. There you go. There's a real good angle. You can see that lead. Here we go. Let's use a little tool here. You can see this lead back here is separated from this black wire. So I expect that it'll be an easy fix. Just solder those two together, and I'll let you know here after I do it. And and hopefully we'll get sound back, because this is a wonderful microphone. Okay. Soldering that broken lead is going to be a bit of a trick. There, it's in focus there. Let's put it, well, no, it's right against this yellowish background. But you're seeing the circular diaphragm just below it to the right, under the frame there, in the frame. You can see it broken, and that's going to be that's going to be a trick. There's solder on the lead. That lead's got plenty of solder on it, but the wire has no exposed, the insulation of the wire is not exposing any of the wire itself. So I'm going to apply heat and hope that melts away the insulation and gets the old solder to do the trick. Um, if not, I may even have to replace the wire altogether at some point. It's well connected on the other end, which is nice, and it's got room to do it. I've got this nice tool with my old soldering gun that will hold that wire and allow me to, you know, to move it around to where I need it. Let's see if I can get a picture of that here. Where am I? It'll move the wire around and just perfect for this process, and then right now it's connected. And I'm using an old style soldering gun. It's pretty crusty, but that's what I have available, and we're going to give it a shot. Okay, let's see. We're going to be able to get this. There we are. Okay, right in the center of the circle, you can see, did I do the world's neatest job of soldering that little wire back on? No. But it works beautifully. And it's resisting the shock. It's not coming loose. In other words, let's see. It's not resisting the shock. In other words, if I give it one of these, it's staying put. It's well connected now. And I just tested it with in a mixer with headphones. It's as clean as can be, no buzzing or hum. Trying to get a good shot of that. You can see it's not the factory clean like the other side. The other side I can't, it's still blurry. There we go. The other side's real clean, both the connections. And mine is a bit of a monster comparatively. It's not terrible. There it is. Not terrible, but it's in there, and it's in there good, and it's working beautifully. So it's just a matter of putting her back together, which I did when I tested it, but I wanted to make sure it worked and then take it apart and show it to you. Anywho, that's how to fix an AKG C3000B, one of the great microphones for recording, and I'm so happy it came out great. All right, that's that.